Maybe this is the same one. I don't know.
Hey, Shakira.
Hey, Shakira. We had at least we'll talk here. Right? We wanted to.
I gotta come in. I gotta sign in again.
How come? We see you fine.
I see you too. Wow.
Okay, well, it is 8 o'clock, so I am going to get started. One of the places I learned about inviting was Eric War. I don't know if you ever heard of him before, but he's a wonderful MLM trainer. And that's one of the first things he teaches people is about inviting to events, inviting to calls, inviting to a webinar, inviting to like your page, inviting to become your friend on Facebook. It's the art of inviting. And when he taught me that, that's when I realized that network marketing really was just about inviting. It wasn't about showing the plan. It wasn't about selling to people. You don't want to have to do those things. You just want to invite them. And so if you can learn how to invite, I mean, have you ever invited people to your house before for dinner?
Yeah.
Sure. Sometimes you just give them a card. Sometimes you just give them a call. Sometimes I mean, now with Facebook, you could even Facebook them and say, hey, I'm having a dinner party. Would you like to come? I've done that before even. I've had people come from Facebook to a dinner party that I've had. So with us working online, we don't even have to worry about calling them. We don't have to worry about sending them an invitation. We can. But we can just go on Facebook and say, hey, we're doing a training on inviting. Would you like to learn how to invite your Facebook friends to come to your webinars, to look at your business, to help you to help them explode their business and you build that relationship with them? Would you like to come to a webinar about that? Would you like, since we're doing one about Lawrence Tam next week, we have a private meeting with Lawrence Tam. If you get 10 people there, I get 10 people there, Shakira gets 10 people there, that's 30 people. If we can commit to a certain amount of people to come to Lawrence Tam's webinar with us, which it's going to be raw, uncensored, a webinar. I'm going to ask him questions that you've never heard before. You're going to find out things about Lawrence Tam you never knew before. And part of it's to shock, because people like gossip. People like to see what's under the covers and under the hood. But none of it's bad gossip. It's all good. And we won't mention names or companies. They can ask him that privately. But he's going to mention how he made zero, how he made almost nothing in the industry, and how he was the #1 income earner in that company. And that was Numis. And then about Visalis, they terminated him. I'm going to have him talk a little bit about those things. And then how can we help the people we bring to that call? We're going to talk about how they can avoid that happening to them in their company, such as one way they can avoid that happening to them is by knowing their policies and procedures and knowing their comp plan. How that comp plan works, that's important to know. And if they need help with that, we'll offer them some help understanding their comp plan, because I know how to do comp plans. So we can offer them a little bit of help with that. But what it comes down to in the end, it's really easy to do a comp plan. Is that just go to their upline and say, hey, how many people does it take to make $10,000 a month in our company? And their upline will know. Their upline will know exactly what that is. So when we invite people to Lawrence Tam's call, we're going to be talking about things that appeal to anybody in any business. So one of the things I've been learning from the new product that we have out on Facebook, the internet marketing product, is when we do invite people, I know when I got started on Facebook, Shakira and Margarita, the last thing I wanted to do was talk to people. I was so tired of talking to people. I was a waitress, and I hated people. I hated women. I hated men. I hated kids. I hated everything. And the last thing I wanted to do was socialize on Facebook. However, the simplest way, especially with our new comp plan to build our business, is just to get that first 2 people in and take the time with them to get their 2 people in. How are you going to do that? By inviting them. Inviting them to what? To training. Monday night call is going to be about training from now on. Our team call at 8 o'clock will be about training from now on. Your job now is to see the value in yourself, Shakira, in yourself, Margarita, to realize you're worth $400 an hour. Not just you, but your team is too. I think that's what we forget is we forget, oh, my team could never make $400 an hour. My team's never going to go get all in. My team can't do. No, they're worth it, and they're worth having you believe in them. So that's the first, change in thinking I had to make is believing in people. Believing in people that they can do this. If David Wood can do it, we can do it. Come on. So how are we going to invite people? We're going to invite people the way we always have, in Facebook. But this time, we're going to take a little more time to find leaders and not people who say, I got the woman. Olivia, please be quiet. I got a woman today, and she goes, oh, $25 is too much. Now, I don't want her in my business. She won't invest $25 in herself, and she certainly isn't going to pay another $1,000 for any more products to invest in herself. I don't want her in my business. So I was so glad she weeded herself out. But it's shocking to some of us because when we hear those words, we think, oh, that's what everybody thinks. Yeah, 98% of the population won't spend $15 on their business. Or 25. You're right. 98% won't. And so your job is to weed out that 98% and don't give them your time, your mental time. And start thinking, oh, she's right. Maybe I better find a $15 product that pays me $2 or $1. Heck no. Been through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen tonight if my computer works. I had to buy a new computer. I haven't had a computer in 2 months. And that's kind of held me back a little bit from doing anything. But I just decided I'm going to bite the bullet and buy another laptop. So I did. So we'll see how this one works. So what I'll do tonight, you get to look over my shoulder, see exactly what I say to people on Facebook. Now, I know you guys have seen this before, but let me tell you something. For me, I have to see it more than once to get it. I have to be part of it to get it. I have to be over their shoulders to get it. So that's what I'm going to do now, again, of course, is share my screen, and you can be over my shoulder. And I'm telling you guys, I've sponsored 100 people this way. Just this way, no other way. So just so you know, I've never done. Yeah, this will all be recorded, Shakira, so if you're going, that's fine too. Okay. I've never done any other type of advertising except talking to people, because I know in the long run that I'm going to have to talk to them anyway, and all the leads I've ever got and paid for, I did not enjoy those leads because I couldn't choose them myself. So what I want to do now, let me see, is show you how I choose people who I want to work with. Now, a lot of this you've seen, but now you're going to get a chance to see the chat how I do the chat. I don't usually do this training very often, but I'm going to show you how to do it tonight. And one of the things the biggest leader said to do was open up a chat for 20 people. You need to be chatting with 20 people at once because only 2 or 3 are going to even talk to you back. So let's go ahead and as you can see my screen now, right? Can you see it? And if you're not talking, just go ahead and mute yourself because there's a lot of background noise for some reason. Okay, now this is over here on this right-hand side. You want to make sure you have 5,000 friends because this is how you're going to have a lot of people on chat. If you don't know how to find 5,000 friends, the best way to do it, to find high-quality friends, we'll do that first, and I'll show you briefly how to do that. And I know you guys know how to do this, but some of the people who are watching this call may not know how. So one of the things you can do is if there is a personal development trainer that you really like, that's what I would do. I like Dani Johnson. She really tells it like it is. She does not mess around. She teaches people to invest in their self, in their business, and she teaches them why. Because you want to be duplicatable. And she's a multi-million-dollar income earner over and over and over again. And she's one of the first mentors I ever had. And I bought all her stuff. I bought all her stuff. You know, she said, buy all my stuff. And I was coachable. I bought all her stuff. And I went to her events. So one of the things you'll learn about coaches, mentors, they're going to tell you the same thing. You need to get all the stuff, and you need to come to my events. So that's why it's really important to pick people that you really want to follow and that you really like, because you're going to do what they say, and you're going to go to their events, and you're going to hang out with them. So it's really important to, have listened to a few of them and pick one that really resonates with you. For me, David Wood resonates with me because he gives 100% commission. He puts his money where his mouth is. Dani Johnson resonated with me because she told her story, everything she did about giving her daughter up for adoption. She was transparent. Is there somebody who can actually, for some reason we're getting a lot of background noises. I'm going to mute people right now. Mute. Okay. Thank you. All right. So as I was saying, you want to find somebody that you're going to listen to and do what they say. No matter what they say. They say go to an event, you're going to go to an event. If they say buy this product, you're going to buy that product. And then because you're worth it and they believe in you, you're going to tell people the same thing that you're inviting to events. So one of the first things you have to do is find people that are really worthy of your energy. So here's Dani Johnson. She has 2,737 people following her. Those people that are following her are probably going to be really hard-working network marketers. And there you go. There's some of the people. Some of these people are already my friends, but see, it says find people to follow. So let's see what happens here. And I can't get rid of this. Olivia, please stop that. I can't get rid of that switch. So I'm really not sure what's going on in here. So all of her people here are her followers. And what I want to do here is, some of these are already my friends. If I go down further, you'll find people who I haven't made friends with yet. And that's what you want to do, is you want to go somewhere like this, find their friends, and then decide who you think you could resonate with on that page. So let's take Randy McHale. And I think that's a picture of him and Danny Johnson. Is it? Yeah. And he even got to speak at her event, it looks like. Yep. So this is somebody I really want to know more about. So I'm actually going to say, I see you went to Danny Johnson event. How many have you been to? Now, the reason why I'm excited to talk to this person is because we have something in common. So, like, I know Shakira has a lot of people she follows. I mean, like, even people like Oprah Winfrey. You know, if you find people, if you want to go into Oprah's little group there, Olivia, can you get that, please? That's our food. You'll find a lot of those people are network marketers too that are following Oprah, Robert Kiyosaki, just to name a few. Eric Warr, you know, just to name another one. But here's what you do now. You message them. So let's find another person to message, and because I got to do 20 messages tonight, okay? So I'm going to find Oprah. I really do like Oprah too, so and maybe I can see more because she's got a like page. I'm sure Danny does too. I just can't find it with this switch between apps. I don't know what that's doing there. There we go. That helps. All right. So what we're going to do is find out who follows Oprah and who likes her page. And you can do that for when people who like. Like that. Okay, well, maybe I need to do it with the other people who like Oprah Winfrey. There we go. There we go. And then, of course, on the right-hand side, you can now do the filter. I want females. I want relationship. Single would be nice. They don't have a husband tying them down, telling them what they can and can't do. You know, since we are on our way to North Carolina, that would be nice if I could find someone in North Carolina. Okay. Let's see, Charlotte. There we go. And let's see, hometown, school, friendship, my close friends, my friends, friends of my friends, not my friends. And there we go. All right. So the first thing you're going to do when you're making friends is you go to their profile. You do not just go add friends without going to their profile. I used to do that. That was the worst, dumbest thing I could do because you don't really know if they're even your target market or if they're even somebody you want to work with. So that's the first thing you do is check out their profile, look at their About Me, and you can start off at Bliss in Bliss. She's a professional life coach, okay? The goddess of bliss. She has interesting stuff like that. So what I would want to do, I'd go back to her timeline. I don't know if I'm allowed to, sometimes you're allowed to comment on their stuff and sometimes you're not. But I would follow her if you're allowed to. Sometimes you have a follow thing here and you're allowed to follow them, but this one does not. So I would simply message her and I would say, I see you're a life coach. Who loves Oprah. Now, if I wasn't in love with Oprah, I couldn't do this. I wouldn't be excited about it. do you have a blog or a website? I can learn more about you. So that's what you do. That's it. Okay. Now, after you've made those 5,000 friends and you've added them as friend because they got back with you, now you'll see who's online right over here on this chat bar. What you want to do is you want to turn off your, I don't know why you want to turn off your chat, but I'm not going to. I like to keep mine open. But anyway, see, out of 5,000 people, only 232 are online. So this is why it's so important to go ahead and have 5,000 friends, okay? And I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to pick one, and I'm just going to go through them. You know, this is in alphabetical order. There's only 200. I only have to do this with 20 people. And so before I go talk to Barbara, I'm going to go look at her profile. She's a founder, branding, and publicist specialist. Oh, she's the founder of Addict's Mom. Okay. So she really isn't my target market. So I'm not going to visit with her. She is into something that I think is interesting, but she's very focused on being the addict's mom. So I'm going to let that go. Let's go down further. There we go. Right. There we go. Let's go to Becky Booms. Becky Booms. And it doesn't look like I've given her any messages before, so let's go ahead and check out her profile. I have talked to her before, but I haven't talked to her in a while, and maybe it's time to remove her. So let's just find out what she's doing. She's a real estate, and let's find out some more about her. Okay. And so if I see that she's just really into real estate, what I will do is I will ask her how her real estate business is doing and if she keeps her options open. I mean, mostly I should find out what she likes to do for fun. And that's what I'm going to ask her. Since we touched base, what is new with you? And that's it. And if she doesn't get back to me, I can unfriend her and be done with it. But before I do that, I will go and look at her timeline one more time and comment on it. Comment on something on there so she sees that I am. Happy Sunday. Such a cutie pie. I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, there's the picture. Very sweet. Okay, so I am done. What is the main ingredients of WD-40? Before you reach the end, does anybody know what they mean? No cheating. Okay, so let us go ahead and go to the next person. Click chat again. Like I said, we got to do 20 a day. 20 a day, chat. And like I said, that's the last thing I wanted to do on internet marketing was socialize. But if I do 20 a day for 5 days, I'm going to tell you something. I'll let you know how it turns out. Because it'll be a lot easier than scrubbing toilets. Let me tell you, it'll be a lot easier than being yelled at because I didn't do something you know, that my boss thought I did wrong. You know, this is easier. Okay, let's see what happened here. Hi, Juanita. Never mind question. Thank you for the compliment. I've been a networker for 15 years and I'm blessed and able to build our dream home and retire my husband. I was in the corporate world for 24 years. We were traveling, spending time with our daughter and son-in-law, and love the 2 cats. I would love to hear more about you, Juanita. That's awesome, Paul. I'm glad that you're my friend. I have achieved my dreams, but truly great us to travel and take care of my family. I said, you have a nice way about you on Facebook. It's light and refreshing. Okay, let's go to her page and let's go comment on something of hers and ask her if she just see, you know, what's new with her. And ask her if she'd be willing to let you share a video, get on a video call with you. Hey. Let's see. So you up and around. Now let's look at this page again. This is somebody you really would want to spend time with. I mean, who wouldn't want to sponsor somebody who's already built a successful team, knows what work it takes, and is willing to do the work in the past. That's what I'll say. I love it too. I love it too. Now, there's 3 people. So let's go ahead and try another one. And let's try Kathy DuBill. Okay. Hi, how are you doing? Fabulous weather here in Maine. I'm coming to you. Is this your first company? This is my first direct sales company, but not my first company. What is your company? You must be making a lot of money with it. You seem like you're the kind of person who can make it work. Thanks. I cannot wait to get a horse. So do you do this full time now? Yes. Wow, would it be okay to ask you how you market your Juice Plus business? Person to person. That's fabulous. Congratulations. So she didn't get back with me. Let me see how she's doing now. Baby needs to go outside. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check her profile. Oh wait, I lost her already. Kathy, what was it? Oh, you just went potty on the paper, Olivia. Let's see. Kathy D. Bill. Okay, there we go. Look at her. She's riding a horse there. And she's doing Juice Plus. I don't think she does say she does it on Facebook. There it is. And I can put great office. Okay. Again, these are all people I want to get on that call with Lawrence Tam. And I can invite them to that call. You know, even if they don't want to join me, they may want to come to that call. They may want to get leads using that call. I don't know. All I can do is ask. So here we go. Here's our how we name. That's the fact that you teach and show people how to get free info. Okay, sounds good. I just now saw this node. We'll check it out. Okay, now I'm going to go to her profile page again and check it out there and see what's going on over there and comment on something she has already up. The makings of a great logo. Okay, so just commenting on their stuff, getting activated with people I haven't talked to in a while, and letting them know I'm doing an important. So when they get back to me, this is what I'm going to say to them. They say, well, how have you been? I go, well, I'm getting ready to do a really important call. We have a man who made $1 million this year in network marketing, and he's going to be talking about how he did that, what worked, what didn't work, and why he was able to make $1,000 when he couldn't do it before. And I'm inviting people to that call. Is that something that you'd be interested in hearing? Or would it be okay if I invited you? And all they can do is say no, or yeah, sure, invite me. Okay, well, it's next week, Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Here's a link. Get on my email list for that. And what I did in Get Response, let me show you, is I made a capture page. Get Response is, I think, $20 a month and $30 a month if you want to have capture pages. And I wanted capture pages. And so I made a capture page. So here it was. I'll show you the one I made for this, Lawrence Tam. So what I'll do, if one of them says yes, I've already had 10 unique visitors to this. Holy wow. How? Haven't even advertised it yet. Oh, yes, I did advertise it a little bit. Lawrence Tam is coming to town. I thought it sounded like Santa Claus is coming to town. Lawrence has seen it all. Success, failures, wanting to quit just before he made his first $1 million online. Find out why he failed and why he succeeded. If you don't like the uncensored truth and don't want to hear the real story, do not come. Do not miss this call. It is your turn. It is simple to do. And your name, your email, I want the truth. So there we go. There's my capture page. If I talk to them and they say, yeah, I would really like to get on that call, I'm going to send them here. Raw Truth, GR. And it was easy to make. So the landing pages were very easy to make. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not nervous about if they do get back to me, what am I going to say? Because they're going to ask me what I'm up to, what's new with me, what have I been doing? And when they do that, that's when I say I'm planning a big event on Tuesday where we're going to talk about some of the good, the bad, and ugly of this industry, but also a success story of a man who made $1 million in a year in his company. And he's going to talk about how he did it and how he was able to help other people do it too. So the other thing I want to let them know is my vision, my goal. I'm going to make $10,000 this month. And I'm going to do it by inviting 20 people a day to come to events. That's how I'm going to do it. And by teaching my team to invite people to events. That only thing they can say no. The event is free. The event is going to be pretty exciting, and it is going to be recorded. We'll record it so that if you do get somebody who says, yeah, I'd like to go to that event, and they miss it, you can give them the recording if they get on your email list, or they can get on your email list, and then we'll just play that same recording every Tuesday if we have to until the end of the month, and then we'll do another one. But that is how you get people to join you and to get all in. They have to hear Lawrence's story. They have to hear stories like that over and over and over again. So let's see about Beverly E. Banks. She's online right now. And she's from Jamaica. So that's not really my... Oh, she lives in Florida right now. And doesn't really say anything that she's doing right now. So I don't even know why she's my friend. So let's go to her timeline and see what she's talking about. And if I have to, I just unfriend her, because there's no need for me to stay friends with people that are just not interested right now. I have too many friends already. So she plays a lot of games. So what I could say to someone like this, you know, is I could say, hi, I see you play a lot of games. What if you could, I'm just, you know, I'll just say, hey, how you doing? I'll start with that. And let's see how many people. Now, if you want to know how many people you've talked to already, so you know how many more you still have to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've talked to only 6, so I got to do this faster. So instead of talking, that's what I should be doing, is getting this done. Okay, let's go back to chat again. Now, I like to go all the way to the bottom sometimes, just because I've gone all the way to the top. The A's. I've got to get some of these higher letters up here. Stephen Brooks. So let's see what he's about. See if we have anything in common. Preaching online is easy. So he's with the Black Hebrew Israelites. So I don't know what that means. And I'm not even sure that it's something I want to, you know, stir up. You know, sometimes religion is something you don't want to stir up. That's nice. Shows he appreciates women. He's into real estate, XPX. So all I'm going to do with him right now, for men, he's in Empower Network. So I'm just going to skip that one then, because I don't even need to stay friends with them. But a lot of times you become friends with people in Empower Network, and you go ahead and you stay friends with them. You don't have to unfriend them, because you never know if they quit Empower Network for a year and they come back to you and they decide they want to join you. You know, if they quit for 6 months, they can come back in and join you. And the reason why people do that is because they aren't ready. I've joined things that I wasn't ready for, only to realize, oh, I can do this now. So Pammy's in the Wake Up Now, so that's good to know. Mexico. And she's advertising on her page. And she's with Franco. So, you know, I don't think she'd be somebody I'm going to be able to really turn, or she's probably already in Empower. And if she is, she's already in it with Franco or someone like that. So the best thing to do with someone like that is just maybe comment on their stuff, you know, and maybe some of their team, somebody else who's not joining them in Wake Up Now will join you in your thing just by seeing something nice that you commented. Change your focus from making money to serving more people. Serving more people makes the money come in. Yes, you must serve, and you can't serve if you have not, you know, added. Well, I shouldn't say that. Service is the best form of value. I don't know if anybody's going to get that or not. It might just sound weird. I don't know. But that's how I feel about service. It's the most valuable thing you can do for somebody is to give of your time, whether you've added value to yourself or not, because everybody's valuable no matter what. So everybody has something to share with somebody no matter what. And believing in yourself is really important to do because people will try to take that away from you, and sometimes it doesn't take much to take it away from some of us. So here we go with this guy. He works at Self-Employed. Let's see what he's got going on. He's already my friend. So he's advertising his business here. I wonder what he's in. 3 projects, weight loss, energy, and immune compensation plan, the one I've ever seen. I've known these guys 20 plus years. So what I'm going to say to him is to say, I'm really excited for you. Whatever it takes to make 10K this month. See what happens. He may respond to that, he may not. So let's see what this is going on right here. We're going to go ahead and end this call now because we do have another call coming up in a few minutes. And if you have any questions, why don't you unmute yourself and let's see what we have for questions. Let me see.
Hey, Juanita.
Hey, Margarita.
Yeah, it was great for me just to see exactly what you do. So it's a great training. I realized that all is simple. The thing is just to do it. So it was very.
It takes, Margarita. It is simple, and if you're doing it by yourself, it can be really hard because you get people who say, "Oh, I don't want to spend $15." Oh, I don't think I can do it. Oh, this, oh, that, right? And because that's who you're hanging around when you're doing the 20 people a day, it is draining.
It is. You're in a way stuck, and you're into the negativity, pulling out stuff, and you get it's contagious sometimes.
Yeah. So it's really important to not to get, once you've done your 20 people or whatever for the day, is to get on a call with somebody who also did 20 people for the day. I mean, like Lisa Torres, like David, is listening to them and getting on one of their calls that just pumps you right back up because you realize they're doing the same thing. Dave's going out there saying, hey, if you want to be part of my team, you not only have to get all in, but you need to be in Charlotte, or I'm not going to take you serious. I'm probably not going to get as hardcore as Dave about those things, but I believe in people and I believe they can do it. I know they can. And I'm going to convince them that they can when they're really serious. They will do whatever it takes, no matter what company they're in. It doesn't have to be this company. It can be any company that they pick. When they're ready to be successful, they will do whatever it takes. And what it takes in any company is you've got to go to events. You've got to have a mentor who's willing to do what Mike Hobbs did. Did you read Mike Hobbs, what he did to get to events? He sold a car. He went with a 9-month pregnant wife. He went when his rent was due.
Yeah. I've been following him for a while, so I know his stuff. Yeah, he's amazing.
And it's just, that's what I'm trying to unmute you, Shakira, so you can talk if you want to. You shouldn't be muted. I don't know why you're still muted. I think you have to unmute yourself because I didn't mute you.
Yeah, maybe she has to unmute herself. Oh, okay. Oh, Oh, she muted you now. Okay, now you're good. Oh God, can you?
We're learning.
No,
So I'm gonna try to unmute you, Shakira. See.
no. I think that she has to do it. Yeah, yeah,
Instead of
something.
you keep muting me, Shakira, and not unmuting yourself, and I don't know why. So click on your picture. There you go. Maybe it'll work now. But what I really want to say is when you plug into what David teaches us to plug into, because no matter what company you're in, you have to plug into the leaders, you have to plug into the events, you have to plug into the calls, you have to be one with their mindset, which is confidence, which is vision, which is they know where they're going, and which is confidence in you. See, that's the big, huge blocking for me is I could have confidence so far, but then when I had confidence to having confidence in Margarita, that's when I'd lose my confidence. Well, maybe she can't do it. Maybe she can't afford it. Maybe this is too hard for her. You know, oh God, what if she made him? No, that is showing so much lack of belief in people that you can't ever make any money that way, and neither can they. They can't. They should not be around mentors like that don't believe in them. And you don't want to put that on your people. Danny Johnson does not put that on people. She tells them like it is. She says, you know, you can do this. You need to plug in. You need to get to events. All the same things, you know. And that's why I like Dave, because all the basic things I learned from Danny Johnson, Dave teaches without the religious part, because she's very, very religious and she brings a lot of religion into it, which was not congruent with me. So I didn't want to send people to her. She actually has a church service on Sunday, and I didn't want to send people to that. So that's the only reason why I don't promote Danny Johnson, or I would have. But David is, you know, pretty, you know, non-denominational, and he doesn't claim to be speaking from God. He's not a pastor, so I can deal with that. He keeps that separate from business. Hey, Shakira, you can talk
Can you
now.
hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Something happened about 5 minutes ago, and your volume was perfect, and now, and now I can barely hear you.
Very strange.
I don't know what's going on. I'm on my phone because I had to come downstairs to my kitchen to take care of some things, so I'm not on my computer.
Oh,
So anyway,
gotcha. Well,
I
I
can
hope.
barely hear you, but it was great training though. I really
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I
shared
have
today. I
changed
really,
my
really do.
posture. My posture is I
Marguerite and
believe
I
in.
were just talking about, and this was perfect timing for me.
Yeah, just staying in touch because you deal with a lot of negativity around you. You know the way you live life here, so it's important to stay connected. So this is what I meant, but it turned around perfectly now because we met and I feel charged. I feel recharged now. So it's good.
Yeah,
Okay, so what we
I
want
agree.
to do is when we say hi, how are you doing to these people? If you want to make a capture page to send them to invite them to Lawrence Tam's call, and that's the one you want to get them to.
When
No
is
matter,
that, Juanita?
it'll be Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern next week. 7 days. You got 7 days to promote for that call. What I
Great.
suggest you do is invite, you know, do what I just showed you to do. See if you can't invite 5 people a day to that call. They can say no. They don't have to fill out the paperwork. Post
No,
it in
I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna create a capture page and do what you did.
The other thing you're going to do is get them in groups, and I will again do another training on how to post your capture page in groups. So what I want to do is, my goal is for Shakira and Margarita to have 10 people on that call with Lawrence Tam. That's a free call. It's going to be fun call. It's going to be exciting. It's going to have all the ingredients of the best kind of call that there is. because they're going to get training. But plus, he's going to show them how he did it, which will eventually back-end them if they want to be back-ended into Empower Network. So that's how we're going to do that. Let Lawrence do all the selling. Let Lawrence do all the telling because he has a great story. But what we're going to get to do is bring a ton of people to that call. So what I can say is I can't guarantee it, but if you do high-quality people the best you can, and you see yourself getting 10 people on that call, you can almost guarantee 2 are going to join because they're high quality. They're high quality. These are people you've already talked to and built a relationship with, and the next step is just they need to have belief, and that's what Lawrence Tam can give them.
Can I ask you a question? So if they say, yes, I want to be on the call, you send them to the landing page, and this is signing to your list?
Yeah.
This is how you do it, and then 2 days before the call, on the day of the call, you start sending messages, correct?
Right.
Okay.
So you're making a whole new list just for Lawrence Tam.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And even if you, that list, you can send them other stuff too in the meantime, but you have to make sure that list at least gets the number for the call when Lawrence Tam is on. And you want to, like you said, keep buttering them up on that call, getting them excited about that call, and tell them, you know, I'm going to make $10,000 a month this month. You know, here's the thing about saying that and proclaiming that. It doesn't matter if you do or don't. What is happening in your mind is you're preparing a path, a vision for yourself. And you don't want to prepare a vision to make $5 this month. So prepare a vision for yourself. Say, I'm going to make $10,000 this month inviting people. I'm going to make, would you like to learn how to do that too? Yes, I would like to learn how to make $10,000 this month inviting people. How do I do that? Well, get on our call with Lawrence Tam. He's going to be on. He's going to show us how he did it and how he became a millionaire online in a year. So that's how you can do it. But have that conviction. If you're coachable, have the conviction. If I'm coachable, I can make $10,000 this month.
Okay.
And that's my conviction too. If I'm coachable, I can make $10,000 this month. I know what to do.
So I wanted to ask you, Juanita, can we do some, because of this week, can we do one for the open group? You said that you're going to create a group and invite them there and put the landing page on the group. Are you going to create a new group?
An open group for?
That you're going to put them in a group or something, just to create a group for the call next Tuesday. Or
we could do that. Sure, we could do that. We could have a group for that call.
Yeah, because you can name a group and people can start checking in, and you can say, here, if you want that, let's do that. Something like that.
That's a great idea. Why don't you make a group for us, Margarita, if you want?
Well, how about instead of a group, we just make an event?
Well, one of the things about the group is it'll remind those people of the event.
Oh, okay.
You have to have a group to do an event. And
oh, right. I see what you're saying.
Right. And once you've got those people you know, joining you for the, you know, got their email address, then you could invite them to a group and say, hey, I'm adding people to this group that are going to be on that call so that you can ask questions while the call's going here in this group.
Excellent. I like that.
Yeah. Now you could, here's the thing, Kira, you can make your own group, and it's your group, and that's how you get people, that's how you could build that group. That's how I built all my groups, was doing exactly this. Saying, hey, I'm doing a call on Facebook, join this group so you'll be notified of every time I do training on Facebook. Okay. And then join that group, and then I do an event and say, hey, we're doing training tonight. But I also got them in my leads too, so I have them on Facebook and in my lead pages. So
that's a great way to grow my training page, because I do have a training page that I'm trying to use. I intend to use that for the team that I'm going to build. So maybe that's the page that I should send the event invitation from.
Mm-hmm. You
So,
could,
so
yes.
now Lawrence is going to give us a link. Is that it?
I will probably give us a link because it's just
Okay.
on my Hangout, and I'm gonna make sure it's
So you'll
exciting.
give us the link.
I'm gonna make sure it's really
Outstanding.
exciting because I really want you guys to see that network marketing has so many things in it that people are interested in. They're not just interested in learning making money. They're also interested in learning why somebody didn't make any money before. They're also interested in learning about comp plans. They're also interested in learning about personalities. They're also interested in learning about what's the easiest way to make money. I'll tell you, the easiest way is inviting. Because even if you do learn to make the best ad copies and capture the best leads, in the end, you still got to invite them.
Yeah.
Still got to, and then in the end, you still got to build a relationship with them. And then sometimes you find out that they have really, Olivia, what's this dog eating? A pear? Oh, come on, honey. Go put this away. Here, go put this away. Sorry, my dog got into some food. So when we offer people so much value, like how to do all those things on our Tuesday night hangout call, on our Monday night hangout call with David, they are going to build that long-term relationship with us, and they're also going to get sold by David and sold by Lawrence Tam and sold by our leaders. We don't have to sell them, but we can tell them our vision. My vision is if I invite 20 people to talk to me every day, I can make $10,000 this month. Watch me. Watch me. That's what I'm going to say to my team. That's what I'm going to say to myself. That's what I'm saying to the universe. Watch me. I'm going to do it. And that's what I hope you will give yourself a goal of X amount of people to connect with, and then say, watch me. I'm going to make $10,000 this month. I mean, to make $10,000 in this company, you only need, I think, 4 all-ins. 4 or 5 all-ins. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. So it's not that much work if we'll do the work. So get them to Lawrence Tam's call. That's our job. That's our only job. Invite them to Lawrence Tam's call, no matter what company they're in, no matter what they're doing. They're going to find out the good, the bad, and the ugly about what he's been through and how he's finally found success. And he is a millionaire, and they need to listen to him if they want to find success too. And if they've already found success, then maybe this is something that they can use to help their team, keep their team up and running. Because people do events around leaders. MLM Mastermind event by Art Jonak is just built around all the different leaders. Get your dog, please, Olivia. He's getting into stuff. He's going to get sick. I'm busy working, Olivia. Get your dog. Go put him in his cage or something. He's getting into food. He ate all that stuff. I'm worried he's going to get sick again. So they make events just based on superstars like Lawrence. Whole events that people have to pay, $1,000 to go to. $500 to $1,000 to go to an event with different superstars from different companies that are going to talk. So when you're inviting these people to listen to Lawrence Tam, they're used to be invited to listen to people from different companies, as long as they know, hey, we're not here to sell you. We're here to tell you a really great story that will help you make a shift in your business, because it's helped us make a shift in ours. It's helped Lawrence make a shift in his. Would you like to learn what that shift was? What that turning point was? What that breakthrough was? Because you never know whose stories it's going to be that's going to give you your breakthrough. I mean, that kid that they just did that interview with in New Orleans.
Yeah, AK.
With a thick accent, 22 years old.
AK, right?
AK. I would never have signed him up. I'd have said, no, I don't think you can do this. And 3 months later, he's $95,000. So don't prejudge people, and make sure you get people to that event so that you don't know if that's not going to be what breaks them through. And I liked what somebody else said. After you know what to do, and you don't tell other people what to do, it's no longer about, it's about sharing and giving people the information they need. All right, it is 9 o'clock. We got to get on Dave's call, so I will talk to you guys later.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Anita.
Yeah,
Bye
see
bye.
ya. Bye-bye.